Ernest Borgnine, born Ephraim Borgnino on January 24, 1917, in Hamden, Connecticut, emerged as one of Hollywood's most durable and relatable actors. Raised by Italian immigrant parents in a working-class household, he learned early that discipline and perseverance were essential tools for survival. His childhood was marked by change, including his parents' separation and a brief stay in Italy with his mother before returning to the United States. These early transitions gave Borgnine a strong cultural identity and an appreciation for resilience that would later define his on-screen presence. He was never groomed for stardom, and that reality shaped his humility. Long before fame, Borgnine understood struggle, labor, and responsibility. Those values never left him. They became the backbone of his performances, allowing him to portray ordinary men with extraordinary emotional depth, a quality that would later make audiences trust him instinctively. The Navy years that shaped his character. Before acting ever entered the picture, Ernest Borgnine lived a life of service. At 18, he enlisted in the United States Navy, committing over a decade of his life to military duty, including active service during World War II. Those years left a permanent imprint on him. The structure, loyalty, and sense of shared purpose shaped not only his personality, but his worldview. Borgnine often credited the Navy with saving him from aimlessness, giving him confidence and direction during formative years. Even after finding success in Hollywood, he never distanced himself from his military identity. He regularly attended veterans events, supported naval causes, and spoke with pride about those years. The camaraderie he experienced in uniform became a standard by which he judged professional environments later in life. Respect, teamwork, and accountability mattered deeply to him, and when he felt those values were missing, he did not hide his disappointment. Discovering acting later than most. After leaving the Navy, Borgnine faced an uncertain future. Acting was not part of any long-term plan, but at his mother's encouragement, he enrolled in acting classes. What began as curiosity quickly became purpose. He trained extensively in theater, performing at the Barter Theater in Virginia before transitioning to Broadway and eventually Hollywood. His physical appearance made him instantly recognizable, often placing him in tough or intimidating roles early on. Rather than resist those parts, Borgnine embraced them, understanding that honesty mattered more than vanity. He learned to bring nuance to characters that could have easily been one-dimensional. That dedication to craft, rather than image, became his defining strength. He wasn't chasing stardom, he was learning storytelling. This mindset allowed him to stand out in an industry obsessed with glamour, proving that authenticity could be just as compelling as conventional leading man charm. Marty and the breakthrough that changed everything. Borgnine's career took a dramatic turn in 1955 with the film Marty. In a Hollywood landscape dominated by idealized romance, the story of a lonely Bronx butcher searching for connection felt radical in its simplicity. Borgnine's performance was raw, gentle, and deeply human. There was no artifice, only truth. Audiences recognized themselves in him, and critics responded accordingly. Winning the Academy Award for Best Actor transformed Borgnine overnight, but it didn't change his personality. He remained grounded, aware that success could be fleeting. Marty proved that vulnerability could carry a film, and that emotional honesty mattered more than physical perfection. For Borgnine, the award wasn't just validation, it was permission to continue being himself. He never tried to repeat the role, instead choosing variety, trusting that sincerity would always find its audience, regardless of genre or budget. A career defined by range and longevity. Few actors demonstrated versatility as convincingly as Ernest Borgnine. Over decades, he moved effortlessly between war films, westerns, dramas, comedies, and television. From Here to Eternity to The Dirty Dozen and The Wild Bunch, he adapted without losing his identity. In the 1960s, McHale's Navy introduced him to a new generation, showcasing his comedic timing and warmth. Later, his voice work as Mermaid Man connected him with even younger audiences. Despite industry shifts, Borgnine remained relevant because he never chased trends. He simply worked. Colleagues often described him as approachable and encouraging, especially toward younger performers. He respected crews, valued collaboration, and believed every role deserved effort. That consistency earned him admiration across generations. Fame never distanced him from people, and longevity became not an accident, but the natural result of humility and discipline. A personal life marked by change and growth. Ernest Borgnine's personal life unfolded with as much complexity as his career. Over the years, he married 5 times, each relationship reflecting different stages of growth and struggle. His early marriages coincided with career uncertainty and rising fame, pressures that often strained stability. Fatherhood, however, remained central to his identity. He spoke openly about the importance of family, even while acknowledging his shortcomings. With time came perspective. His 5th marriage to Tova Tresnius brought lasting companionship and balance. Together, they built a partnership grounded in mutual respect and support. Their marriage endured for decades, offering Borgnine the stability that had once eluded him. In later years, friends noted a sense of peace in him, as though he had finally reconciled ambition with contentment. His personal journey mirrored his professional one, imperfect, honest, and ultimately grounded in growth. Conflicted relationships with Hollywood icons. Among the most discussed aspects of Borgnine's candor were his strained relationships with certain Hollywood legends. He respected their achievements but felt their off-screen behavior sometimes overshadowed their talent. Borgnine disliked environments where hierarchy replaced collaboration. He admitted that working alongside strong personalities could be challenging, especially when ego dominated. These experiences left lasting impressions, though he later reflected that time and perspective often change interpretation. What once felt like hostility, he later recognized as clashing values. Borgnine valued fairness, effort, and kindness, and when those were absent, he withdrew emotionally. Importantly, he also acknowledged that his own intensity may have contributed to friction. With age came balance. Rather than framing past conflicts as grudges, he described them as lessons about communication, temperament, and self-awareness. His reflections revealed growth rather than bitterness, emphasizing understanding over blame. Deep respect for craft and true professionals. Despite occasional conflicts, Borgnine consistently spoke with admiration about actors he respected deeply. He praised performers known for humility, preparation, and kindness, people who treated crews as equals and approached work seriously. Longtime collaborators recalled his generosity and encouragement, particularly toward newcomers. Borgnine believed professionalism was contagious, creating better performances and healthier sets. This belief shaped his strongest friendships. He valued laughter, reliability, and mutual respect more than fame. These relationships sustained him through decades of change. His criticism of arrogance stood in contrast to his celebration of integrity. That balance defined him. Borgnine didn't divide people into heroes and villains, but into those who uplifted others and those who didn't. His legacy reflects that distinction. He was demanding, yes, but also deeply fair, holding himself to the same standards he expected from others. A legacy of honesty, humanity, and endurance. Ernest Borgnine passed away on July 8, 2012, at the age of 95, leaving behind a legacy built on authenticity rather than image. He was not a polished Hollywood myth, but a working man who carried his values into every role. His openness about conflict, growth, and regret made him relatable even at the height of fame. Borgnine proved that longevity comes not from perfection, but from persistence and humility. He embraced life fully, accepted mistakes honestly, and never pretended to be someone he wasn't. That sincerity resonated with audiences across generations. Today, he is remembered not only for iconic performances, but for his character off-screen. In an industry often defined by illusion, Ernest Borgnine stood out by remaining unmistakably real. His story reminds us that true strength lies in honesty, respect, and the courage to speak plainly while continuing to grow.